Hi, I'm Jennifer Johnson, and in today's Excel Tip of the Week, we're going to talk about hiding grid lines, the difference between the currency and the accounting formatting, and we're going to talk about how to handle the number of decimals after a comma. The first task we want to focus on today has to do with grid lines. Grid lines are the background behind your numbers and your text in Excel. If you are in Excel 365, hiding the grid lines is actually quite easy. If you go to your ribbon and you click on the View tab, you will notice that there is an option to turn off or leave on the grid lines located in the Show group. If you uncheck the Grid Lines box, notice that your grid lines have disappeared. However, how do you do this in other versions of Excel? Well, the way you would turn off grid lines on a worksheet is you would need to go to your File tab. So select File from the left-hand side and then go all the way down to the very bottom and select Options. Once in the Options area, you need to select Advanced. What I have located is the display options for this worksheet. This is going to drive the setting for just one specific worksheet within a workbook. And if you'll notice at the bottom, we do have the option to show the grid lines, which is checked. I also can uncheck that to hide the grid lines, or I can actually change the grid lines to a completely different color. So let me uncheck the show grid lines, and I'm going to say OK. And you'll see that the grid lines are now gone again. It's really nice to hide the grid lines when you're trying to put together a presentation, when you want to get rid of the distractions, and especially when you want to copy and paste something into maybe a PowerPoint presentation. The next thing we're going to discuss is the difference in formatting between the currency format and the accounting format. It may seem a little bit trivial, but in reality, a lot of people actually care about this formatting. So let's take a look at the difference. I have a set of numbers here, and in the first column, I'm going to select my number set, go to the Numbers group on the Home tab, and I'm going to select Currency. In the currency area, you'll see that the dollar sign floats. It moves around and it is right next to the first digit. Additionally, whenever you have a negative number, it actually uses a negative sign. Now, let's take a look at how the accounting formatting looks. I've selected this number set and I'm going to choose Accounting from the number group. And what you'll notice here is that the dollar signs are actually all nice and neatly lined up, and for negative numbers there are parentheses. So most financial reports are written using the accounting currency. Most financial reports are done using the accounting formatting. Currency just tends to be used in general use. All right, the last example I have for you is the comma. Now, again, you're probably thinking, well, that's easy. How do I add a comma and decimals to a set of numbers? We're just going to select that set of numbers, and I'm going to choose the comma option in the numbers group. That clearly allows me to put a comma in wherever I need to separate out my digits, and the decimals have been added though. You get 2 decimals automatically. In order to get rid of those decimals, you have to use the increase or decrease decimal sign, and the decrease decimal sign would have to be selected twice in order for the decimals to go away. So let me undo that. And I want to show you one other option that you might not know is there. I'm going to select my data set again. And now, instead of going to the numbers group, I'm going to move back over to the styles area. The styles area has a set of styles already pre-formatted for you. I've selected the drop-down in the styles area, and you will notice that next to the number format comma, I have something called comma and a 0 in brackets. What that means is it will go ahead and implement the comma for you, but it's going to use no decimals. So I'm going to select 0, comma 0, and you'll see that my comma has been implemented and the decimals are not there. Sure, going through the motions of selecting a comma and decreasing the decimal is fine, but it sure is easier if it only takes one click. You should definitely go back and investigate all the different styles that are available here in Excel for you. Okay, and that takes care of our Excel tip of the week. Thank you.